'Twas the night before NFLmas, when all through the South Point house, all the kiosks were stirring like a mouse. The stockings were hung by the desk with care in hopes that St. Nicotero would soon be there. Then I heard him exclaim by the on-air sign, "Are you ready for some football and the show Punchline? Roll the open and Ho, ho, hello. It is NFL Must Eve. We all get to open one present, guys, and then it's straight to bed. All right. Welcome to the show inside the South Point Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The show is called Punchlines. We have a nice mix of comedy, conversation, and the best chat room in the world. That's you guys at home watching or work. Maybe you're taking off work. I don't know. Join us to subscribe. If you subscribe, you can join in the chat in 5 minutes. So please do. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. Today is also Hump Day. Yeah, and today's show, well, you know, it's football season when all the chain restaurants roll out their new ads, but it's going to be hard to beat Lions head coach Dan Campbell's spot for Applebee's. So here we go.
Applebee's. Can I interest you in America's favorite boneless wings for just 50 cents each?
I'll have the 50-cent bone.
Cover your mouth. They could steal your order.
They could steal your order. Give him an Emmy.
I'll have the 50-cent boneless wings.
I'll have the same.
Perfect. They'll never see it coming.
That is outstanding. Alex is clapping. That's very funny. He's very natural. I can see Dan Campbell doing a lot of TV. But first, he's got to coach the Lions. Behind the glass, he's like a kid the night before Christmas and ready to unwrap a winning season for the Bears with visions of sugar plum posts dancing in his head and Chicago W's filling his stocking. Our producer, Ryan McCormick. There you go. Ryan, who's wearing, it's Bears Gear Week, I believe, right?
Yeah. Well, Monday I wore a Cubbies jersey,
yeah.
So I think it's a baby bear, so
Yeah.
it's still a Bears week.
Still Bears Week.
And then yesterday, I wore my Bears tie. Today I got the navy and orange, and then tomorrow another Bears tie, and Friday I got a special shirt. So
Do you have like a Ditka sweater vest?
I don't have that.
That's what you need, like the classic 85 Bears one.
And then I need the shades too.
The shades. Reminds me of a very funny story a friend of mine told me, Mike Ditka, but I can't share it on the air. Anyway, on the show, ladies and gentlemen, she is so excited as all the contests she has entered and all the fantasy lineups she has set are locked and ready to go. Two-time national champ, sports betting Sports betting analyst, Alex White Christmas. Alex White is here. Yay, Alex. What's happening?
Very good with all of the puns and everything related to Christmas.
We're trying. Well, you know, it's like Christmas Eve, you know, because the NFL season is tomorrow. I hate both teams that are playing tomorrow. I don't hate the Chiefs, hate the Ravens, but this is where we differ.
Yes, it is. Should be a good game, regardless.
Should be a good game. The
like
line
either.
is still at around 3 points, right? Is it 3, 2.5? Is it wavering?
2.5 most places. Yeah.
Okay. So, going to be a great game tomorrow. And picks at 12:36 today. What do you got going?
I've got baseball. We're sticking with baseball.
Can't forget about baseball season. It's getting good.
There is a couple college football that I do want to just talk about because Jeff and I were on the same side of one game. So just in case people see a number, you know, that pops up again, I want people to be aware, ready to take a certain amount of points with a certain team.
Okay. I was watching you and Jeff Parles this morning and Ryan on the ending of the show when you preview what's all coming up. I was getting in the shower, by the way. How's that? You guys feel about me watching you?
I could have gone without knowing.
Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, watch Sports by the Book. Alex, starting next week, very exciting. You're going to be doing it with your dad.
Yes. So you can find Sports by the Book every morning, 7 days a week. On the weekends, it'll be 8. On Saturdays, 9. And then every other day is 9 a.m.
And with your dad on...
With my dad on Monday through Wednesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right.
Yes.
Then the other shows, too. It's 7 days a week.
And then the evening shows, which will just be football, which is Monday and Thursday to get ready for those big games. And then Friday with Jeff, Chris, and Vinny, of course. So
I need some Tylenol, ladies and gentlemen. My head hurts. I know. There's a lot there. There's a lot there. Just to have Sports by the Book. Also subscribe to that and this show and just keep checking in to make sure we're on. There you go. Yep. That's as simple. Very simple. All right. Let's see here. Today, we're doing a comedy clip of the day. This one, silly. What would it look like if you tried to play ice hockey on a rink 1/10 the size? Well, I mean, I'm talking like 5-on-5 with a goalie and 2 refs. Well, you get this. Now, this is actually not a real game. It's a modern art museum exhibit. Here we go. So this just looks so straight. So, oh, you found some different footage too. Oh, Ryan, nice job. All right, so now the comments had a lot of hockey jokes I didn't understand. That's the shot.
Gosh.
It was like something about how Edmonton still wouldn't back check or something. I didn't get that. I didn't get it. I just went, oh, yeah, that's a good one. Someone else said, how long will it take the Zamboni to resurface the ice? Just one swoop. But this was like an artist thing. See, look, so it's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anyone score?
That I don't know of.
I don't think they were trying to score. I think they were trying to make art.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we just watched some art.
Very
I feel a
good.
little more cultured now.
I do too.
I feel like should put some red stanchions around that. It was very interesting. By the way, just a reminder here. Do you realize that the NHL season starts 1 month from today? October 4th, the Sabres and Devils play their first of 2 games in Prague, Czech Republic. So this is part of the world thing.
Yeah.
Right.
They started the season last year, I think, in Germany.
Right.
I want to say the year before that was also in Europe.
Okay.
So I think that, this is the third year in a row.
But hockey in 1 month, that's insane.
Yeah. And then basketball a couple weeks later.
I know. That's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen, to keep this all straight for us. You just keep tuning in. We'll keep reporting and doing it all. All right. So who's watching the show right now? Let's find out, Ann, in roll call. Bling, there's the buzzer. Okay, so one of the questions, or the question I asked at the top of the show, what's going to be the biggest blowout of this weekend's NFL action? Okay, why do I think? Sean, Commanders upset in week 1. You heard it here first. Sean, Sean is on the Commanders train, Alex.
Commanders get upset?
Yeah, wait a second. They're playing Tampa Bay. They're +4 Tampa Bay. Sean, who are you saying is going to win?
Pull off the upset.
Yeah.
They're underdogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's not a blowout, but Sean wants to go ahead and be established that he's on the Commanders train.
Yeah.
Why didn't you draft Jaden Daniels then?
Not putting all of his eggs in one basket.
What else will be the biggest blowout? Ann said her stomach. Jerry said something.
Yep. Yep.
Tommy says Cincy over Jacoby Brissett. So it's not even. I think that's good. By the way, I think if you're in an eliminator league, I think everyone's taking Cincinnati this week, right?
I was pulling for the points there with the Patriots.
Really? How many points is it?
Well, I liked it a lot better at
to-
9, but
it's
now
not
it's
8.
7.5.
Oh,
So
wow.
down to 7.5?
8. Okay. Wow. It's okay. It's wavering. Seattle blows out Denver, says Dean Hilt.
Yeah, it's 8.
And Paul says, leave some animal cookies out for St. Nick. No, do not. Vikings over Giants, says JR.
And then Minidar says Denver over Seattle.
A lot of good predictions in here. The penalty box is a porta potty. Thank you. Paul, my mom loved the opening. Thank you, Mom. Yes. That was nice. Okay. I love the opening, and then it's R. My mom, who didn't have time to put the ITA, just R. She goes by R. Love you, Mom. All right. Roll call. Thank you, Punchies. Keep it coming. Let us know your NFL stuff. And we love to hear from you guys. Thank you. Okay, so it's time for That's Crazy. Bam, bam. What? There's Chalk the cat. Probably very excited for Santa coming on NFL. Meow. All right, Alex, that's crazy. We always kick it off with you. What's happening? What do you
Okay,
got?
so Keith had found this, but Ryan also had it for a post.
Okay.
And it is the fastest strike recorded. Happened yesterday
Oh, yeah.
by an
Strike
Angels
3.
player. Hit, right? Is that?
Fastest strike 3. So it's the third fastest pitch ever recorded.
That's the confusion I had when someone's like, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
Third fastest pitch ever recorded, but fastest strike 3 pitch.
There we go.
In the pitch track.
Yeah, this kid, Ben Joyce, he's recovering. By the way, he came back from, he had Tommy John surgery. So you get Tommy John and you can come back and throw 106. Just sign me up right now. Give me Tommy John right now. I want to be able to,
Not that
106.
it quite works like that.
Yeah, it
but-
doesn't work like that. I think officially it's 105.5.
105.5. Yeah, the fastest 2 other fastest pitches, both by Aroldis Chapman, 105.9, 105.7.
Again, when I was a kid, the Guinness Book of World Records, which I talk about all the time, Nolan Ryan, 100.9. And that was supposed to be the fastest pitch. But as we've discussed, that's when they got it crossing the plate. Now the jugs gun gets it coming out of the hand. So Nolan Ryan, I don't know if someone science nerd can figure it out, but he was probably throwing harder.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
You watch the
your
footage.
Your body should not be able to do that anyways.
What's that again?
Your body should not be able to do that
and
anyways.
he was doing it into his 40s. Like when he strikes Ricky Henderson out for his 5,000th strikeout, that pitch looks as fast as that pitch. And he was all legs. It's all in the legs. As a former cheerleader, it's the legs. You got to have the base, right? That's how I did it when I cheered. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ryan, what is your That's Crazy tonight?
Did you happen to notice my title on that one?
I did not. Damn it. Go back, please.
It was Angels fan. Rejoice.
All right, wait a second. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was so I need a sip of something. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry. I was very thirsty.
That's funny.
Angels fan, rejoice.
Spelled like Ben Joyce.
Putting that in the top 3. I'm putting that up there with Devontae's Infieri. Phone Ranger, still just simple and beautiful. That's excellent. Angels fan, because fan striking out. That might be number 1. I'm putting that above Devontae's Inferno. All right, so what do you have tonight, today, whatever time it is?
My That's Crazy. Not exactly as proud of the title on this one, but 3 Schwarber bombs times 2. So we talked about it about a month ago. Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in a game, 1 with a leadoff, 1 in the 9th inning or later. But Kyle Schwarber last night, 3 home run game, 6 RBIs, on base over 5 times, 4 plus extra base hits, his 3 homers, the leadoff homer, and then the homer to take the lead in the 9th. So he's done this twice. He's the only player in Major League Baseball to do it. Only player in Major League Baseball history to do it once.
And he's done it.
He's done it twice in the last month.
I hated the guy on the Cubs. I like him on the Phillies. Not your prototypical leadoff hitter. Obviously, you look at him, but it works. And I don't know. The Phillies get hot in the playoffs. Phillies, Baltimore World Series, maybe. I know I should be siding with the Dodgers. I don't know. Ohtani's really good though.
Yeah.
And Freeman and Betts. Okay, it's going to be Dodgers and Phillies, and then in the National League pennant. All right. Sorry, I was just thinking to myself there. I don't know.
That was insane. That he not only the first one, but
I think we have insane as a title later on in the show, don't we? Maybe.
I
had it somewhere. Maybe I just mention it later. We'll get to it. Insane, like that guy posted the other day. 2 good baseball ones.
I see what you had it at.
You see, and you.
It was more just a joke.
All right, for mine, we went with a little bit of gambling information on the NFL. Saw this a couple times yesterday. So, wait, who do we have here? We have me. Wait. Oh God, it's Russell Wilson, Frankie Unders, me and Joe Barrow, and I'm holding money in my hand.
Where's Russell Wilson?
That's T.J. Watt. Sorry. I looked at this screen and never mind.
So what does that say? Unders in week 1?
Unders in week 1 in the NFL season. The last 2 years are 23-9. And if you bet $100 on those over the last 2 years, you'd be almost up $1,200. So I don't know. They say the defense gels quicker than the offense, possibly. Is that why? But the numbers if you look at the numbers this week, they're rather high. It seems like it to me. I mean, you see a lot of high 40s, which we'll get to in the Punch Bowl, but I can't take unders, and I won't. So I feel like that 2-year trend could end. It's got to end sometime.
You just said the numbers were really high. That means we want to go under them.
I know, but I liked a lot of action. I like to take the overs and root for everybody. I like when all the players do well. I don't know. That's impressive, though. And, I love when they do that. Oh, if you bet $100 in each game, you'd be up $1,200. But no one's just bet those games. How do you feel about that, Ryan?
It makes
Does that
sense.
make sense.
Yeah. I mean, when you don't have your starters play in the preseason,
right.
They don't have time to get acclimated to the game speed. So, yeah.
New playbooks.
The defense has a little bit of an advantage at that point. But
new quarterbacks, new players, right? I mean,
the other thing is part of their over-under number comes from last year's number, right? So, like, looking at the Lions playing against the Rams, they both have pretty high total numbers that you would combine to make this. And it's the first game of the season. They haven't played in a while, but you're using a little bit of last year's.
Yeah,
you know?
Interesting.
So
yeah.
they start higher than they probably should.
Well, like that is the highest line. The Rams and the Lions, 51.
Yes,
that's the Sunday night game. That's going to be a good one. Although I won't be able to watch the entire game because I'll be at Delirious Comedy Club down at Hennessy's on Fremont Street. 2 shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 to 9. Myself, Keith Lyle, Aaron O'Connor, and a gentleman named Ron Coleman. All right, back to the selfless plug.
Johnny's very sad because we're at the ballpark also this weekend.
Who's sad?
JR.
Oh, JR, damn it. Well, don't worry. We'll get you out to Brad Garrett's. We'll get you somewhere else. Don't worry. Yeah, I just I didn't want to forget about baseball. So let's do the moonlight moonshot. Do we have anything from? No. Okay. Okay. All right. So moonshot. If you come down to South Point in the month of September, there's a moonshine giveaway. This is City Lights Moonshine. This is Brendan Gaughan's line. This is the Cherry Lemon, which we sampled yesterday. No wincing. That could be a slogan. No wincing. It was very smooth, very good. I was the only one who tried this. We'll leave it at that. Very good. So anyway, moonshine. Who had the longest home run last night, Ryan?
Well, we will take a look at the home run report count on Twitter.
Yes.
And see the chart from all
We're going to do that. We love this thing. Ryan found this site. Yeah, isn't this cool? Alex is, ooh. So it shows you all the home runs last night and the distance. Carlos Santana went deep. Matt Chapman, Wyatt Langford, Butler did it again.
Yes, he did.
My God, that kid.
And
Pete Alonso.
we had Joey Gallo.
Schwarber. Goldschmidt.
Logan O'Hoppe.
Really?
With the longest home run of the night last night against the Dodgers off of Walker Buehler. But being that it is moonshot, we will give you a look at last night's longest home run.
Here we go. Nice job.
Major league hitters just 2 years after facing high school.
Oh, he went Oppo on that, too.
Yep. Home run in 30 out of 30 ballparks, being that it went 438 feet.
He's good, man. I like that kid.
This whole thing you guys have going on is fantastic.
Oh, there you go.
Very good addition. I love it.
Ryan, very good graphics. Thank you very much. I love that. What's the site that does every home run and its distance?
Well, there's a couple different accounts, but yeah, Statcast is where they get all.
That's the one they mention during the game all the time that I never log on to. Anyway, we love that. And come down to the South Point months of September, and you could win yourself some moonshine details once you come down here. So anyway, thank you, Brendan Gaughan, for that bottle. All right. Do we want to do your video here, maybe?
I was thinking we do
Punch Bowl first, or what do you want to do?
I was thinking today's date.
You want to do today's date first?
Yeah.
You have such a pained look on your face. We can do that.
I figured.
Let's do it. All right. Today is September 4th. Happy birthday to my nephew, Reed. And it's also National Wildlife Day. National Eat an Extra Dessert Day. You didn't do that one? National Macadamia Nut Day. By the way, my whole life until today, I thought it was macadamia nuts. I thought there was an N at the end. Anyone? Just me. Macadamian? I always thought it was macadamia nuts. It's macadamia nut. Kind of a weak list, so I brought in a couple months. It's Baby Safety Month and Classical Musical Month, right? And whose birthday is it today? Queen Bee. I know, Caden came in talking about it. Beyonce turns 43 years old today, so we put him in the AI machine. No idea what these are going to look like. Here we go.
Happy birthday, Beyonce.
All right, Beyonce, it's Baby Safety. So the baby has a hard hat on. That's good. So this is Baby Safety Month. So very good. And then who's the guy?
Beethoven.
Oh, because it's Classical Music Month.
Yep.
So we got Beethoven there. So, okay, Beethoven, and he's got, what is he doing?
Macadamia nut.
He's eating a macadamia nut. Okay. Yeah.
Where's the double dessert?
Yeah, well, the macadamia nut, he's going to have two. Back then, they didn't have cakes and cheesecakes, maybe. I don't know. It comes out of a shell. I don't know. National Wildlife Day, we didn't do that one. You know why? Why do you need to do it when you have a fox like Beyonce? Okay, I'm stretching. No, stop. A cougar. It's now that she's 43. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to hear from the Hive. I'm sorry, Hive. By the way, that was the Ohtani's first game back in Anaheim.
Yeah.
Did you see what they put on the scoreboard when he came up?
Used to play here?
Used to work here.
Used to work here?
Yeah, when he came up to bat, scoreboard said, used to work here. Are you a Beyonce fan?
I am.
Yeah? Ryan, name your favorite Beyonce song.
I mean, Single Ladies is the obvious one, but there's a better one that I can't think of.
I go to the left, to the left. What? But no, what? I like that one. To the left. Irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. I couldn't get to the chorus.
You also went to the right.
I went to the right. Well, for people at home, that's the left, isn't it?
We're doing Night at the Roxbury
to the left,
now?
to the left. It's a lot of spinning plates here, ladies and gentlemen. I've never seen a macadamia nut not covered in chocolate. Macadamian, yeah, Tommy. I don't know. Oh wow, your friend is eating macadamias right now. How do I? It's. Hold on.
Oh my God, ever? You're never gonna get it.
Lali. La Leia.
That was really close.
La Leia?
Yeah.
Okay, La Leia.
Lao. Leia.
La Leia. All right,
Yeah.
Lao Leia. I won't forget your name again, La Leia. Anyway, he's eating macadamias right next to me. I think that's a perfect combination for this program. All right, so what are we doing? Are we going into the 100 shows ago then? Why not? Okay, then we'll come back. We'll do punch ball. So anyway, here's a clip. It was April 15th, tax day. The very funny comedian Brett Ernst, who you can check. He has a couple residencies here. One at Kimmel's and one at the LA Comedy Club in the Stratosphere. Very funny. And he's briefly seen the season in Cobra Kai, which I've watched the first 5 episodes, waiting for the final 6 in November. But he talks about how the series will end. Cobra Kai. Look, I saw Karate Kid, the movie, in the theater when I was a kid. Loved it. Me and my buddy Eric Preiseneffer went and saw it 2 or 3 times. So I'm obsessed with the show Cobra Kai. It's coming back for a 6th and final season?
Yeah, this is the last one. Season 6.
And you're in. There's big secrets. I read the last episode's going to be extra long, and I don't know what else.
The strike affected things too, because, that sucked. And then I'm only in a couple episodes this season.
Yeah.
A lot of it isn't,
Okay.
I can't talk about it.
Well, I'm obsessed with it. I think it's a great show. Last but not least, Brett,
But we all die at the end.
But he did say that. Very funny, Cobra Kai. Excellent season so far. I'm into it. I binged them last Saturday. Can't wait for November and the final 6. But then I think they're going to make a movie. I don't know. I can't believe 40 years ago that movie premiered. But check out Brett Ernst. Google him. Very funny guy. Always around town here in Vegas. Now, young Caden and Ryan McCormick went to the giant WNBA game that was in town here. And you guys filed a report. And we have not seen this yet. I can't wait to see it. So here we go. Caden and Ryan's night out.
What's up, Punchies? Ryan McCormick here in T-Mobile Arena. The Las Vegas Aces just completed a 90-71 demolition of the Chicago Sky. Asia Wilson proved that she is the MVP of this league, dropping a 30-point, 14-point rebound night, and Angel Reese proved that she is a non-factor in this league. But here we are. We're going to roll some highlights of this game. Enjoy.
It was a lot of fun.
Wow, that was packed too.
Yeah.
Was it sold out or close to it?
Technically, I think so. Ticket sales, yes, but there were a good amount of.
And how come I didn't see Caitlin Clark? I thought she was in every WNBA game.
No.
She hasn't played in every game?
No.
It seems like it on this show. Like every game, it's Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark plays tonight, though, by the way. We'll get to more of that later.
She doesn't play for all 12 teams.
I thought she did. I thought she should. So what was special about that game walking? Because I know my algorithm's showing me all the girls walking in and they're all looking great, but last night was something different.
Yeah, and I wish I knew the reporter who actually talked to Asia Wilson about it and got the information, but she did a good job. I guess Asia Wilson said she was sick of wasting her time picking out outfits and caring so much about that. She was focused. She wanted to win. She wanted her team focused. And Ryan said he thinks all the teammates followed.
Yeah, I think the whole team.
They just were like plain white T-shirts or something?
Yeah.
The image that I saw.
That's what Einstein did. So he didn't have to think about what he was wearing every day, right? You know what? For the rest of 2024, I'm just going to wear this outfit. Don't have to think about it.
You're not going to wear your Monday shirt?
Oh, I love my Monday. So do I have to wear it on Monday? I probably do. It is a great shirt. It's very comfy. I'm wearing my Monday red. I'm like Tiger Woods. Tiger liked to wear his Sunday reds.
Yeah.
I have my Monday reds.
Okay.
That's my clothing line.
What was it? Yeah.
Monday reds. Like Tiger is Sunday reds.
So it was only Asia that walked in
Okay.
wearing the plain white tee. Everyone else kind of.
Ryan,
There were some white stuff.
Did you lay the points with the home team?
Yeah.
Good.
And it was an easy cover.
You didn't get
Very
middled
good.
real hard.
I did not. No.
Okay, good.
No.
He asked me my opinion, and I said it was a lean that way, but I didn't give you a very compelling argument
No.
for it, right?
But yeah, no. The atmosphere was a lot of fun. It is very different than other sporting events. You know how like NBA games, they stop all the music during play. Baseball, they don't allow music during play. It's a walk up. NFL, same thing. College football, same thing. The entire time was music, some kind of entertainment. They were doing TikToks on the board during play.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
That's unusual.
Caden made the comment that the game is an afterthought.
Yeah, it's like a social gathering.
They want.
Although, Kane, have you been to SoFi for a Rams game or a football game or a Charger?
Exact same thing.
They're bordering on during play. I mean, it's too much. I honestly will not go to SoFi for a football game again. It was too much.
And then we also had the conversation last night because we kind of felt like it went really fast.
Yeah.
College basketball and women's basketball, 40 minutes. NBA basketball, 48 minutes. NHL hockey, the NFL,
60. Yeah.
60.
Yeah.
Major League Baseball is at least 120.
They're getting under 3 though.
So I mean, like you're not getting much game time, and we wanted more.
Yeah.
You want to see.
I'm sure it's better at T-Mobile though, because at Michelob Ultra it's so small.
Yeah.
I do think it is almost too much because they constantly have a video like in your face right there, which they make great social media and videos with all the girls, but it's just nonstop. I'm
like a purist like myself. It's a little too much sometimes. All right, let's pull out the punch bowl. Woo! All right, punch bowl pundits. This is where we've all collectively kind of put in some cards and some questions and some current events things that we'll try to tie to gambling and give you guys some advice and just have some fun. So, Alex, you're first.
You sure? You just mixed it up very well.
Yeah, mix it up real good.
All right, here we go.
Real well, real good. Real well.
Today, Beyonce turns 43 years old.
Oh, my God.
8 of this week's NFL games have totals over 43.
Over 43.
Which game this week has the most points scored? Oh, the most points scored.
Yeah, which one do you think is the most scored? As we just alluded to, Rams and Lions, 51. But is there a game you see where the most points are scored?
Sure. I think the Lions defense is going to be much improved this year.
Okay.
So I'm not going to go with that one. I think they will be able to slow down the Rams. I actually like the Bills and the Cardinals.
You know what? That's the one I was looking at. It's 48.5 right now or around there. I think so too, right?
The Bills have some injuries on their defense again, and that has caused them multiple problems. I think Josh Allen will be fine.
Yeah.
He has 2 really good tight ends. We'll see what his rookies do. And the Cardinals have a lot of expectations, at least on the offensive side.
Everyone
of the ball.
wants to see Marvin Harrison Jr.
Exactly.
And you forgot to name one weapon that Josh Allen does have, Stephon Diggs. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not there anymore?
Does not.
He will not be catching any passes from him.
Damn
this
it.
year.
Ryan, what do you think is the most high-scoring game? If you had to just take a quick look, or maybe you crunch some numbers for fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, the second highest total on the board is in Miami, the Jags-Dolphins game, 49.5. I mean, we saw last year that the Dolphins offense can kind of score at will versus
70.
teams that aren't too good.
As long as it's Tyreek Hill, that's all I care.
I mean, but you think about Cleveland's offense has some pieces. Dallas is looking to prove that they're something, but that's one of the lower totals on the board, so that's kind of a risk to try and say that's the highest scoring game. I don't know.
All right, I'm with you. I thought Buffalo and Arizona. That was my high game of the week.
The Eagles and Packers would be very intriguing if it wasn't in Brazil and we don't know what to expect.
I know. All I know is the players will be very well rested because none of them are leaving the hotel, apparently. Right. They're all been instructed to stay in, and I watched some crazy fan videos. Philadelphia is totally taking over. I fully expect Green Bay fans to start posting, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of crime in that city. A lot of players are not happy to be there. Yeah. Devin White, who I forgot, Tampa Bay Buccaneer All-Pro linebacker, who there was Devin Bush and Devin White coming out of college, and I'm like, oh, hopefully the Steelers get one. Oh, I got Devin Bush. He'll be better. Ooh, nope. He went to the left. Anyway, he's on Philadelphia now, which I completely forgot, but he's hurt, so he won't make the trip. He's probably like, all right, let's pick out another. Ryan, yes. I'll pick out one for myself. I'm picking out one that's on a tiny card. This is Ryan's, I believe. Okay. More likely to pull off upset in week 1, Arizona Cardinals plus 6.5 against Buffalo, or Patriots against Cincinnati. All right. Well, Buffalo, it always seems Buffalo opens at home very strong, right? But Arizona does have talent, as Alex White was just saying. There's no way that the Patriots beat the Bengals. I know I was joking about being an eliminator. That's the one everyone's going to take. If that happens, it knocks out everybody. But the Patriots just have too many unanswered questions, a new coach, And the jungle of Cincinnati, good place for the home team.
Is Jamar Chase for sure playing?
Yeah, that's a good question. Does anyone know if Jamar Chase is playing?
He's not for sure yet.
Yeah, I there's no way. I would say more likely Arizona.
The Bengals have lost 4 of their last 5 season openers.
Well,
right?
last year I believe it was to
Joe
the Steelers,
Burrow.
actually,
It
with
was.
Minkah Fitzpatrick blocking the extra point and all that. Joe Burrow's he's ready this year, though. Yeah, and he's got the bleach blonde hair. I mean,
That's right.
So which one do you think's the more likely upset? Do you think Arizona over Buffalo or Patriots over Cincy?
Yeah, I would probably go Arizona over Buffalo.
Because it could get into a shootout. I say Buffalo.
Yeah.
I don't think either one happens, but that's a good question. What about you?
I like the Patriots.
Do you really?
That's really tough. Of those 4 teams we just mentioned, I actually think the Patriots have the best defense.
Well, that's true. They have a good defense, but is it Jacoby Brissett playing?
Yes, it is.
Well, maybe in that game.
Who has been a starter in the league before?
He has. He's been with a million
who has
teams.
won games in this league before.
Yep.
I don't. Look. Listen to me. By the way, I'm all for it. I'm all for the Bengals losing week 1. I'll book it, but I just would say I think neither of those teams lose at home. You got one? What do you got?
Yeah. More annoying commercial actor. Mahomes, Kelsey, Gronk.
You think we saw the Dan Campbell one to start the show?
Is this actor itself or the commercial?
I don't know. I break it down to either way you want it. What do you think?
I think annoying commercials, Mahomes.
Oh. Some of the State Farms one where he's doing all the ice bath, they are annoying. But let's go actor. It's
actor Gronk.
Yes, it's Gronk.
It's just he tries to sell how dumb he is.
You what?
It's not Gronk.
What? Who is it?
It's Travis Kelce.
Oh my God. When he hosted Saturday Night Live, it's one of the best
That's
episodes.
different than commercials, right? Oh, we're talking
True.
about
No,
actor?
but I'm saying he's naturally funny, whereas Gronk is just a big, dumb idiot from Pittsburgh. But anyway, I just can't stand him. Oh, USA Army, can I get the discount?
He plays the role very well.
He does. I'm not a Gronk
That's
fan.
the only role he
Kelsey's
will
so
ever be
awkward
in.
in some of those Subway where he's like pouting because he doesn't. I don't know. They do the ending.
Yeah.
And he's like, except for not for you, Kelsey. And
All right.
I don't know.
Let us know, chat. Punchy's in the
But
chat
I
room.
love Patrick Mahomes' Head and Shoulders commercial.
With Tiny Troy and with Tiny Troy, those are good. But
Yes.
Gronk is really annoying. All right, take another.
Well, you had mentioned the Dan Campbell commercial,
Yeah.
the Applebee's commercial.
Yes.
They also have ones with Brock Purdy and Saquon Barkley.
So Applebee's is coming out strong.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley. Brock Purdy's doing one?
Yep.
All right. McCaffrey, by the way, Christian McCaffrey, who's, let's say, the best all-around player, running back. All right, he's one of the top players. He's not natural on camera. He's not great. He's a good-looking guy. I'm surprised he doesn't do more. He's not that. If you watch the ones he does do, he's not an electric personality, but Niner fans are fine with that.
Wait, you just mentioned McCaffrey, and
Yes.
this is bothering me. Why is he still listed as questionable?
Ann is wondering why
You guys,
he's questionable.
I am so duped on my pick for
That was your overall number 1 pick. I just think they do that. That's just, they have to put it out there, right? It's a rule in the league that you have to do it. So you'll be fine.
As long as it doesn't say doubtful or what's the other?
Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, he's got an extra day, right? He doesn't play till Monday night, so you're fine. He gets an extra day.
Okay. When can I change him out of my lineup?
It'd be too late on
You
Monday.
could-
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah.
It's
As long-
like they
you
put-
can
you're
change
fine.
it. You can change it out of your lineup up until their game starts.
Right. He's going to play. But who would you? But every other game would be over. So
Right.
You wouldn't.
That would be tough.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. She's learning.
I'm trying to think who she could have.
You could put one of your
ready.
kickers in. And it's all right. Go. Oh wait, Jimmy's
was
coming
back-
in. Do we have a late breaking news? Come on in. Hold on. Step up. There goes the guy. Jimmy, do you have something for us? Come on up, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Vaccaro, legend. Oh, come up to the mic. We want to see you.
The person that you run into when you commit is her.
Okay.
That means the rest of you should get lost. I mean, it's like, let her here.
Okay.
I just stopped in here. How about this? I'm doing my Twixter set because today is fantasy day, right?
Right.
So I sent
Here,
out
just
like,
take a fight. Just come into the. We gotta see it. All right. Okay.
so I twisted out. I said, how many leagues have you guys been in?
Right.
So one guy's been in 7 leagues. That's insane.
It's too many.
I played in the 1979 fantasy with Michael Gaughan when he started at the Barbary Coast.
Are you serious?
1979. I played till about 1985. Then I got my ass kicked so much. But no, they still play. You know, I don't play. I played in 79 till like 85.
Right.
That was it. But how could you be in one freaking contest?
How can you be in more than one, you mean?
Being 7. How could you be 7?
Too many, because you're rooting against players that are going against each other. It's ridiculous.
I'm expecting another call from his wife.
Okay. Jimmy Vaccaro, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Jimmy.
$1,000 in 1979. Adjust inflation. That's probably about 20 grand. Thank you, Jimmy. By the way, fantasy football has been around forever. 1979, obviously they weren't using computers. They were using paper. But there you go. Barbary Coast.
$1,000 buy-in then.
That's just 1979. That's a lot of money. Okay, where were we?
Okay.
McCaffrey was back at practice yesterday.
Okay, he's fine, Ian.
You'll be fine.
Okay. And I did pick another one for Ryan if we want to pass that along. But which college football team could be upset this week?
Oh, any big predictions on that? Florida State. They don't play. They don't play till next week in Memphis.
Georgia State. That is actually who I was going to talk about.
Okay. Oh, and your picks?
It is, yes.
Well, you know what? We might as well just go right into picks at 12:36. Roll it in. It's time for picks. We'll do a combination.
Punchline picks.
That's your tough
at 12:36.
What did I do with my...
Woo! Where did Frank go?
Joe Alex.
I'm here.
My goodness.
My computer was dying. I needed to get my power cord. My bad. Rookie mistake. All right. So, Ryan, do you think if there's one, are you looking at the college upsets? It's kind of a loaded question since there's 400 games a week.
Yeah.
We can skip that one.
I don't have one that sticks out to me immediately.
All right, we'll skip it.
Maybe going against North Carolina.
You're going against your own team?
Going against my heel, but they're 23-point favorites against Charlotte.
Too many points?
Charlotte had a cluster of injuries last week.
Okay.
So we'd have to check on that if they're getting their players back. But North Carolina, Max Johnson, starting quarterback, did get injured last week.
Very nice. All right, well, let's go to our picks. Alex, why don't you kick us off? You're going baseball, did you say?
I am going baseball. So I tied up 2 favorites, and I think you have one that I have too, Frank.
Arizona?
I'm going with Arizona.
I do like Arizona. I'm 2-0, but I'll get to that in a second. Go for it.
So I'm actually, this kind of goes with you and Ryan, because I've got Arizona Diamondbacks, very short price, minus 132. I think they should be favored by much more than that. And then I'm tying them up with the Washington Nationals against Miami because they have Mackenzie Gore on the mound. He is a lefty.
It's a lefty. Goes to that Ryan trend that he found, yeah.
And I think that price is pretty short for them, too. Minus 130, so we're going to put those two together. But really,
I like that.
I mean, the Diamondbacks, Zach Gallen on the mound, I think they should be about a $2 favorite.
I don't understand why it's... that's why I saw it last night when I sent my pick, and I saw it was at minus 145-ish. So, yeah, it doesn't seem right. It's not like the Giants are really playing for anything. I don't know much about Birdsong as a pitcher. But I just saw Zach Gallen in 145.
Not great numbers. 581 xFIP in his last 3 starts. So I think the Diamondbacks are going to be fine. They've been one of the hottest offensive teams.
Yeah.
Their numbers are just staying there.
Since the break, the Padres and the Diamondbacks are on fire. Is that it? Just those two?
I do have one dog, and that's the Cleveland Guardians. Just because Kansas City Royals, you think you brought it up too, 7-game losing streak that they are on, and I know they could snap it at any minute, but the Guardians are playing really good, and they're hitting well, too. I think this is an even matchup between Lively and Lugo, the starting pitcher, so I'm taking that plus money here with the Guardians.
I like it. All right, Ryan, do you have a pick today?
I do not.
Oh, my God. When do we have a pick again?
I do have a hump day homer, though.
Okay, well, we can get to that in 1 second. Alex has already kind of said, I like Arizona, Zach Gallen tonight on the road. The Pirates going for the sweep against the Cubs.
After getting swept.
They're kind of going with Herman, which I don't mind. He pitched well against Texas. 6 scoreless against the Rangers, actually. I'm not going to... I mean, Cubs are minus 215. I don't think the Cubs should be minus 215. I mean, I know it's Imanaga, but that seems like a high line, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Especially after, putting up...
I'm not going to lean the Pirates. I'm just going to stick with Arizona. I like Arizona. All right, time for Hump Day Homers. We do this every Hump Day, every Wednesday. There's our little graphic. There's our guy, Forrest Hump, I believe we've called him. That was an Aaron O'Connor name. We'll see Aaron O'Connor tomorrow night when I'm down at Delirious Comedy Club inside of Hennessy's. All right, Hump Day Homers. Alex, do you want to go first?
So I actually put this in the punch bowl. We didn't pull it. I said, will Aaron Judge hit a home run today? Because he has not hit one in 8 games.
That's, for him, that's ridiculous.
It's a long time. So I'm going to use Aaron Judge today. I don't think I've used him yet today.
All right, Aaron Judge. I will tell you guys mine.
I said today. I mean this year since we started this. I don't think I have.
I looked at a lot of stuff last night. I was up late. Yeah, she has. Okay. I think Judge is one of my few wins.
Your only.
I thought I had 2. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Well, I am going out for a major reach. I'm going with the Colorado Rockies. Brenton Doyle, who has 22 home runs, center fielder for the Rockies. No one's thinking about him, but he's going against Charlie Morton, who I've watched pitch at least 100 games when he was with the Pirates, the Braves, the Astros. The guy's been around forever. He's given up 21 long balls this year. Later in the season, he might be getting a little tired. Anyway, Doyle, good matchup against him. Brenton Doyle. How many people have never heard of Brenton Doyle until right now? Okay, good. There you go. That's why I'm going with him, because every time I take a big name, it doesn't happen. So I'm going with Brenton Doyle. BD. All right, who do you got, Ryan?
Well, you had brought up the Buccos in Wrigley taking on the Cubbies. I will be going against Domingo Germán. I will be taking the other Japanese Cubby, Seiya Suzuki, to team up with Shota Imanaga on the mound today. Seiya hits his 20th homer of the year, and the Cubbies...
You're even calling the number. He's going to hit his 20th. I like that.
And the Cubbies bounce back from getting shut out yesterday.
If Brenton Doyle hits a homer today, do I get credit for 2 hump day homers?
I don't think that's how that works.
Because no one...
Well, so yours...
you know what? Alex just summed it up. Why? All right, never mind. I don't.
Brenton Doyle, 7-1. Aaron Judge, 265. Seiya Suzuki, plus 450. You parlay those 3, or round robin, which probably much smarter. But parlay those 3, 159 to 1.
You can round robin. You could round robin them.
You can.
Let's talk after the show.
So then you just need 2s.
Set that up on my app. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There are our picks. We have a few more on the punch bowl. I'm just curious.
Oh, I have one.
Okay, we can do a speed round. We'll do speed round. Go.
5 Major League Baseball franchises have yet to win a World Series: Brewers, Padres, Mariners, Rockies, and Rays. Who is going to be the first of these 5 to win one? The Rockies will not win one in the next 40 years.
Padres.
Padres.
Yeah, it's the Padres. Of that group?
No.
Padres.
Seattle. Can I go with none?
I don't know. Maybe. Seattle.
No, it's who's next.
Seattle.
I know. I don't think any of these teams will ever win a World Series.
Oh, come on.
Whoa.
San Diego has San Diego, I think.
And they've proved that they can't get over the hump.
Well,
hump day.
What about the Mariners? They just need
some bats.
That's right.
If they gave Juan Soto $600 million.
These franchises, other than the Padres, need miracle runs to go win a World Series. Like it's like saying
Colorado
the A's
almost
are going to go
did
win a World Series.
Colorado got there on a miracle run.
Yeah.
Then they got swept by Boston. But the pitching, it's like, they said in Wrigley, because too many day games, they'd never win a series. Rockies, high altitude. So I agree. Rockies is a long shot. But I think the Padres would be the strongest on that list. The Rays
currently, yes. But they have to go through that division with the Dodgers, who has Shohei Ohtani for the next decade.
Dodgers have to have a down year
and Yamamoto for the next decade. It doesn't matter how strong the Padres get right now. It's going to be at least 15 before the Padres.
All right. Got it.
I genuinely don't think any of these teams will ever win a World Series.
All right, I want to save this one for the punch bowl next time. This one I had was weak.
Maybe the Rays.
Caitlin Clark needs to average 18.3 points to set the rookie record for the last 7 games we were talking about, right? Caitlin Clark, congratulations to them. They didn't even play last night. And what happened?
Guaranteed a playoff berth.
They guaranteed a playoff berth because 2 teams lost that they needed to lose. Will she get 18 tonight? That's the PPG she needs to get. Will Caitlin Clark score 18 over-under tonight? I'm taking the over because I only bet overs, and I love Caitlin Clark.
Well, her prop is way higher than that. 21.5.
Ooh,
You're taking that prop with us. We'll give you that number.
What if Brenton Doyle homers and she gets over 18?
Wait, 18.5. She has to get 19.
All right, I love Caitlin Clark. All right, we're putting the punch bowl away. I think we should open up.
I think she will, though, against the Sparks.
Yeah, the Sparks are.
Last time she played them, she had 20.
They have 7 wins, I think, all year.
Yes,
the Sparks. All right, it's time for post. Oh, wait, Ryan.
Well, just to mention, last night at the WNBA game, the Aces Sky game, the game was no question about it, the Aces were going to win. But towards the end of the game, you could tell that the Aces players like picked up their tempo to get to 90 because they'd scored 100 the night before, and they have several games in a row scoring a very high total.
Right.
So I think the team themselves have a little competition to get to these totals.
Okay.
And so I do think that in these blowout games, possibly with the Fever against the Sparks tonight, but you kind of get a little more competitiveness from one team trying to get to a certain plateau.
Okay.
I like that.
All right.
Look for team totals.
Yeah.
With some of these teams.
All right. Let's time for posts, right? Let's do it. Sound the horn in. Time for posts with punchlines. This one, I have a piece of paper that I will slide to you probably on this one. Alex, we like to find fun stuff all over the internet. Ryan puts them together in a nice package. This first one is a lot of fun. I'm going to read the left side. Correct. All right. So this is a fun situation. We're going to ask Alex. Plain insane. So that's where I was going with plain insane. So this is someone came up with this. Who would you want to sit to if you have an 8-hour flight? Who are you sitting next to? Now, I'm going to run down who is on the left-hand side. You got the window seats open, and then you got John Gruden and Keyshawn Johnson. There's a middle seat with Aaron Hernandez and OJ. There's a window seat with Donovan. What's that? Yeah, window seat with Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens. Then there's a middle seat available with Jesus and Harrison Butker. And then at the bottom, there's a window seat next to Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift. That's the left side. Alex,
I have to pick somebody on the...
No, you can also... Ryan's going to run down the right side.
The right side, you get to sit in the aisle up at the front next to some cheeseheads. And then the next row, you get
won't even say
the middle seat between the two Bills, Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick. The window seat with the two Cowboys legends, Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones. The row behind them, another aisle seat between Pat Tillman and Colin Kaepernick. And then the last seat, you sit in between
a middle seat with the Manning brothers. So you can see the graphic.
Yeah, that's an easy choice right there.
You have an easy choice? Who?
Yes, give me the Manning brothers.
Oh, my God, but it's a middle seat on an 8-hour flight?
Oh, gosh, you're right.
You got to raw dog it, too. Yeah. No movies, nothing. Have you seen this trend where people just do this on a flight? I know, they just sit on a flight, no music, no movies, nothing. They just stare at the plane map. No, don't drink. There's no way I could do that. Too fidgety. So you're going Manning Brothers, middle seat.
Yeah, the second choice was the cheeseheads. I'm going to be honest. Aaron Rodgers, that might be interesting. He's got a...
That's true.
He's a little different.
All right, Ryan, have you thought about where you would sit? It's obviously not with Green Bay, but it's a good seat. I'm not doing Dallas. I'm not doing the Bills. I think I'm doing Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift.
Of course you are.
Well, I mean, it would be good conversation. I do. Here's the thing. When I fly,
you'll be fine.
I can only sit in an aisle. I only can sit in aisles. Everyone knows this. So that makes me forced into having to sit with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. And I think it would be fascinating just to be a fly on the wall in that aisle seat to hear what they talk about. Like, I could have started ahead. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Ryan, where are you sitting?
I think I'm going to the window.
To the window.
With Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens.
Really? Because you like the window seat and you feel you could turn in a
I'd like being able to lean on the wall. But yeah, I mean, being able to pick
and
Hall of Fame quarterback. And
you on this? What do you think? Who would you sit near?
Pretty cool.
I'm going with Belichick.
Yeah. Really? You get some knowledge in between the two Bills.
Yeah.
Okay. Keith, do you have a choice? Well, what do you have?
It's in the chat. Next to Jesus.
But Harrison Butker there.
Wow.
Sit next to Jesus. All right. Sean, do you have any input on this or Caden? Creepy Sean leaning in. Caden doesn't care. All right, Sean, let us know. Jane Daniels is not on the flight. What did he say?
I don't know.
Never mind. All right, good post, good one, good response. Very clever post. I like it. I think that's something this person should do a lot. It's a fun game to play.
Yeah.
I like the Manning. It's not. I just middle seat, and they're both big guys. So you're going to be like this. You're tiny though, but you're not going to get an armrest. Just know that.
I'm not sitting next to Brittany Mahomes.
She is annoying. Well, I'd put on headphones, and then I would just stare at Taylor.
No,
through Brittany.
Through Brittany. Oh yeah, I'd be like, to the left, to the left. I did it right that time. Left, right. Okay, moving on.
All right, now we are going to go to football. This one from high school football.
Sorry, Ann was doing Wildcats with Goldie Hawn. Sorry, go ahead. only her and I know that. Okay.
So high school football, going to Thomas Downey High School, pulling off the
punt.
fake punt of the year.
You and Jeff, we were talking about this together in the chat last night. Yeah, show it. This is wild. So Alex, you think he's going to
underhands it to make it kind of look like he kicked it,
right?
With the air height,
which is it because the defense isn't going to try and catch it because they're
they
right?
think it's a punt, yeah.
Right.
They think
so they're the last thing they want to do is touch it.
If they touch it, yeah, then they're
because they're like, oh, if the offensive guy catches it, he's dumb. He's not letting it hit and roll.
Yep.
So I don't know. That wouldn't work anywhere but in a small high school like that. But really, a clever play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably will be repeated now in some other schools. But they got a first down.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's I don't know how you draw that. I don't know who thought of that. Like, we're going to underhand the ball.
How do you work on that?
And not hitting the guy that's in front of you, the guy protecting you. Oh, my God. What's going on? I see Ben Roethlisberger on the screen. What is happening?
So this one, That's Crazy was looking at a trend in the NFL. This one is another one for you. So losing after 3 quarters of a game, but still coming back to win since 2020.
Oh, you did a nice one for me. I thought this was going to be bad.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's right.
15 comeback wins in the last 4 years.
Wow.
The Chiefs are the next closest with 10. The only other team with double digits are the Steelers and Chiefs. And then all the way at the bottom, the only teams that have 2 comebacks in the fourth quarter are the Saints and Carolina Panthers.
AFC South, not much for comebacks. That's a great stat. Roethlisberger, I told you, the one time I was in the same room with him, it was at a roast of a local DJ or news anchor that I was part of, and he was there in the cocktail hour, and I'm like, Ben's there, and everyone's like, wow. I'm like, I'll go over and wait. I'm like, let him see my roast first, and then he'll come to me. So all of a sudden, I turn to my buddy Frank Merge. He goes, "Yeah, but can you believe Ben left?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, he just can't. He was just here for the cocktail hour to say hi." And I go, "No!" So I never got to shake his hand or meet him, and I killed that roast. Dang. But yeah, I was right next to him, and I was like, "He'll come to me." He didn't come to me. Anyway, his podcast
was the last 4 years. So what?
That's how many. Yeah, that's how bad the offense. He basically would just start calling plays when we were down, and he would come back, make a lot of comebacks. He does have more fourth quarter comebacks than I think Brady, Rodgers. There's not many.
But still, even the Steelers in the last few years.
Kenny Pickett had a few. Right, Ryan or Sean?
Mason
Rudolph, maybe. Yeah. Well, but that shows you, Mike Tomlin. Like, why are your teams coming out so flat? And you're forced to come back. So it's not a great stat. It's like, oh, cool, but all right. Looks like we have a Bears thing.
Get it done when it counts.
It's better than being the luckiest team or the unluckiest team, right? And people using that as an argument.
But this is the kind of thing, if you're a Steelers fan, this is what gives you a heart attack. You're in games like this all the time. This is our life. But anyway, we'll take it.
Well, looked at a stat the last 4 years, comeback wins in the fourth quarter.
I was going to kind of allude to this earlier, but
we are now going to look at a stat the last 5 years, NFL teams against the spread. The worst of which is the Chicago Bears. They have won 31 games against the spread, losing 50 and pushing 3. The next team to be that bad, or almost as bad, are the Jets and Panthers, only winning against the spread 33 times, and then the Falcons and Eagles are the other 2 teams that are at the bottom of the league in against the
Bears suck. Now, Alex, do you look at something like this while looking at week 1 now? Or, I mean, this is like, it's you kind of start over when you're doing your everything because the rosters have changed so much?
Yeah,
okay,
definitely. And like you can follow trends for so long, but then eventually they kind of like even out. And that's what the sports books want, right?
Right.
Like they don't want a team not to cover over and over. So then they move the line. And then you'll be on the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. No, I'm listening. I do. I'm just looking at that list. I'm kind of shocked to see the Eagles up there, but right? I mean, Carolina, you're like, yeah, Jets, yeah, Falcons.
Yeah.
Interesting. The Bears are minus 4.5 against the Titans. Have we talked about this?
Well, we've got one more talking about the Bears, and then we can
go for it.
That up. So since the merger, the AFL and the NFL merger, 27 quarterbacks have been taken number 1 overall. To start their careers, they are combined 4-22-1 straight up and 7-20 against the spread. The last 15 games, they are 0-15 straight up, meaning Caleb Williams has a chance to break this streak and get this percentage a little bit better. But as you said, the Bears are 4.5 favorites against the Titans.
That doesn't bode well, does it? What are you thinking? Go ahead, Alex.
Is that 0-15 is straight up?
That's straight up.
Okay. I was going to say they could still win and not cover that 4.5.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe late field goal by Robbie Gould. Who's your kicker now? Is it Robbie Gould? Santos.
Cairo Santos.
There you go. We'll get familiar with the rosters as the season progresses.
I miss
when I think Bears. Actually, I think Kevin Butler. Was he on the 85 Bears? Was that the kicker? Kevin Butler out of Georgia, I want to say, I think. Yeah, that's the first kicker I remember. Then Robbie Gould was there forever.
Good as gold?
Gold.
That was just what? Never mind.
Yeah, gold. Did he have the double donk? Was it? No, it wasn't him.
That was Cody Parkey.
That's right. Okay. All right, well, Bears, I think they're going to have a better year. I just thought of a good one for the fishbowl. All right, anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Well, looking at, Alex had kind of said that you restart at new seasons. This one's going to look at the Indianapolis Colts. Since 2008, in week 1, are 1-14-1 against the spread in week 1. They are 3-point underdogs against the Houston Texans. But this is not looking like it's the good side.
Is that Andrew Luck peeking in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You know what I think is a better thing to look at even more than like the rosters is if there's coaches turnover, because you can bet on coaches and certain coaches do cover and certain do not. Some don't have their players prepared for week 1. I think that would be a better thing to look at, which second-year coach, Shane Steichen. So
I'm just laughing I'm just laughing at your little Andrew Luck peeking in like, hello, remember me? Oh, God. And why? That's like the saddest photo I've ever seen of Peyton Manning. We didn't throw him in the annoying.
It's a sad stat.
Well, we didn't throw him in. He's all over TV as a spokesperson too, but it's a likable quality about Peyton Manning.
No.
What?
No.
Wow.
It's pretty big
when you pair him up with Brad Paisley, then it's gold.
Yeah,
so.
those are good ads.
Yes.
And you can talk to him about it when you fly between him and Eli. You can ask him all about that, how they shot that commercial.
What?
What did we miss?
Something between me and
something behind the glass. I don't like when they do. All right. What else do we... Oh, by the way, JR says, bear down. He also says, cry, Eagles, cry, which I've never... That's very funny. And who else? Mini Dar, I would sit by the blade and Jacqueline Marfugi Caprio. I'll pass that along to her. Yeah, and if you sat next to Favre and Rodgers, Paul said he'd be pissed about Super Bowl 45. And easy answer, says B-Town Dummy. You take the window next to Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones, those old bastards would pass out in 30 minutes.
But then you're stuck in the window. What if you have
then
to
you're
get up to
stuck
go to the
in the
bathroom?
window, Christian. Yeah, what about that? That's not a bad idea, though. Next to Jesus. Oh, it's Keith there. Okay. Never mind. Dean Helt. Well, what was Alex's football pick she teased earlier?
Oh, that was, I was talking about Georgia Tech up against Syracuse.
Okay.
So it was 3. We got the 3 with Syracuse. I think that is a great number. It's 2.5 right now. If that 3 pops up again, I would take the points with the orange. I think that they could win that game outright.
Okay, there you go. Dean Hill, we saw a question. We wanted to go back and get it. We got it. That's what happens in the chat room. We try to see everything. So make sure if you're watching and you're not a subscriber, you subscribe. Within 5 minutes, you can be in the chat. All right, Ryan.
So now we're going to leave football, go to basketball.
No, it's just starting.
Going to Steph Curry, who has his own book coming out. But he did a kind of signing.
Did a book signing.
Yeah.
It's crispy.
Yeah.
Crispy.
So he'd never opened it. He says it's a graphic novel.
First official.
But it's for kids, though, right?
Sports superheroes.
I never heard graphic novel for kids.
His wife has a bunch of books, doesn't she?
Oh, I don't know. I think you're right.
They probably, yeah.
So anyway, there he is. And then all the ups and downs of his career.
The biggest thing is,
he's got $62 million coming to him, but he needs some book money. Probably donates it. He's a good dude. And then do we have the little kid, right? Yeah. Then this kid comes up and meets him, and it's just the best. Can we turn up the volume a little? Oh, yeah. All right. And is this the kid?
Yeah, there's a second one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is the kid coming up to him, just mouth agape.
What do you think?
That's like the best point guard of all time, man. Like,
That's right.
Hey, what's your name? Nice to meet you.
Mr. Curry?
And he wants to say, can you sign my jersey? He's like, yeah, $45. Yeah, right. Look at him. This kid, that's a moment I'll never forget. He's like, oh my God, this goes right on eBay. Oh, look, he's crying. That's a nice moment. Good job, Steph Curry. Yep. Steph Curry's having a good summer.
Yeah.
I mean, that game, I watched that whole game. That was insane when he threw up those last threes.
Oh
we talked all about it. I love it. I love the guy. I love watching him play.
Just over Wemby, the tallest.
Yeah, and there was that shot. There's that famous shot, which is the picture of the Olympics, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Well, then he was also pulling out the looking away before the ball even goes through the net.
That we showed that clip where he's
Steph's
entertaining as all hell.
But that was it for our basketball. We are going to go to baseball. Paul Skeens started yesterday for the Pirates and had something go down with the umpire.
Yeah, this is great. So he starts walking off the mound.
But he doesn't leave the mound.
Yeah, he didn't leave. And he's kind of like, I thought I had it.
But then the umpire starts chirping.
Yeah.
He's not going to start walking off the mound like he thinks is a strike.
You talk to him.
And he's yelling at the manager to go talk
Sheldon's
to
like,
him.
I'm going to lose my job in 2 weeks. I don't know what you want me to do. He struggled, bases loaded jams, still went 5 shutout innings.
What did I say yesterday?
I don't remember.
Skeens would go 5 shutout innings.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. And then I thought the Cubs would actually score, but they didn't.
They didn't score. Yeah, I'm surprised. We had 4 scoreless from our bullpen. But anyway, 5 scoreless, even though he struggled, and his ERA is 2.19, I think, 2.13.
I'm not exactly
It's
sure.
insane. It's like 2.19. And again, someone broke down the Jackson Merrill Rookie of the Year thing. Jackson Merrill's having a hell of a second half. I like watching that kid play. I mean, I'm going to go Skeens, but what Skeens is doing as a 22-year-old pitcher is different. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
I see Dwight Schrute. That's all I know.
The final post for you here today, talking about managers. So Jay Kudo, one of our favorites, put together a posting, Major League Baseball teams that have had the same manager for the last 7 years and how it's gone for them.
Okay.
So in the last 7 postseasons, 7 years. So the Braves have won 11 Division Series games, 7 Championship Series games, and 4 World Series games. So ultimately, winning a World Series, winning 22 playoff games. The D-backs have won 8 playoff games, Dodgers 37 playoff games,
37.
The Nats 13, Rays 12, the Yankees 17. The Rockies have had the same manager for the last 7 years and have not made it to the postseason.
There's your Rockies again for you. And then Aaron Boone's still in New York. Dave Martinez won a ring with Washington. He's a good manager. Washington's on their way back up.
Mm-hmm.
I think getting that trade.
Oh, yeah, they've got those prospects.
The pull from Juan Soto they got and everything. And by the way, he had Dwight Schrute in there. I'm binging. I'm currently going through The Office again. The supercut ones, which have all the extra footage, are outstanding. So I saw Dwight pop up. I'm like, oh, that was me last night. That's what I fell asleep to. Anything? That's it?
Yep.
Alex, anything we should know about tomorrow on Sports by the Book? You're off.
Yep.
You're off. Okay, that's right. It's Thursday. I got to get the schedule straight. You're not here on Friday either. We have Jeff Parles on Friday. Tomorrow on this program, we have our friend
Dennis Evans.
I was swallowing. Dennis Evans will be here. I almost wanted to call him Vince Evans. Dennis Evans will be here. Our favorite, we're talking the Bears so much. Our favorite reporter from Kansas City. Tomorrow night, NFL season starts in Kansas City. We figured what better time to talk to Dennis Evans. And stopping in, Vinny Magliulo will be here to talk a little football. So Vinny and Dennis, why am I drawing a blank on Dennis Evans? And then Friday.
It's been a minute. The return of Dennis Evans.
The return of
I
Dennis.
will be watching. He is one of my favorites.
He's phenomenal. We love him. It's snowing. Goes back to the It's Snowing clip. Then it'll be Friday with Jeff. Fridays with Jeff. We might do what's some Friday stuff we can
Red
do.
Panda Friday.
Red Panda Fridays.
Filter Friday.
Filter
you guys
Friday
have
with
to do
Jeff
the
Parles.
college tradition one. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.
Oh yeah, with like the Auburn. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that one. A lot of people ragging on Kevin Butler, JR especially. Kevin Butthead Butler was the best. Major celebrity in Chicago for years after his playing days. There you go. Very active chat today. Ryan, any final thoughts today?
Asia Wilson, WNBA MVP.
Right. Okay. Sounds good to me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. You guys in the chat room, you make the show so much fun. And if you have a question like Dean Hill was like, hey, what was that tease again? Boom. We're going to bring it back and have Alex remind you. Tomorrow is football season. And thank you guys all for watching. That's it. This is the weirdest sign off ever. I'm just going to do it. Live Punchlines, live and event every show. Bye.